fans are.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to MHS Sports on MHTV. I'm Chris Connolly, along with Gordon Vincent, and today we're at Staff Sergeant Christopher Piper Field on the campus of Marblehead High School as the Marblehead Magicians football team takes on the Danvers Falcons. We'd like to thank the National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV, and stay tuned to the end of the game for the Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game. Gordon, they're just about to introduce the seniors in what might be, but probably won't be their final game on this field this season.
Something really strange would have to happen.
Yeah.
They are the #1 ranked team in Division III.
And they're getting ready to honor the seniors. And there's a batch of them.
It's quite a few.
Yeah.
I'm glad they get to do this in front of a big crowd. COVID really kind of messed with last year's senior group. That was unfortunate.
Yeah. It was... It's chilly. It's about 48 degrees, a light wind out of the northeast, about 10 to 12 miles per hour, with little gusts here and there. Field's dry, no wind, no rain, which we've been experiencing this past week. And the field's in good condition. The team's in good condition. Talking to Coach Rudloff before the game, said that they had a week off last week,
right.
And he said that's a plus and a minus. You feel like you really want to play a game. And if you don't have a game, it's almost like nothing to no goal at the end of the week. But he said it worked out well, and he didn't really have anybody that needed to get healthy. But I'm sure the football players can use the week of rest, and they got some good practice in. And the weather held it down a little bit this week. But they did get some time on the field as well.
And they're facing a Danvers team that is 3 straight losses. They're 3-4. They some close games though. They lost to Beverly 12-7. Swampscott, which is proving to be one of the 2 best teams in the conference, beat them 34-7. And then Masco, a good Masco team, they hung around for a while but lost 26-13. Marblehead, of course, comes in at 7-0, and longest winning streak in the state now, which is something they've established since we were last here.
Yeah. Yep. He's a senior cheerleaders?
Band members,
Band members, sorry.
Yeah, they do that now,
yeah.
Which is good for them.
I agree.
They work as hard as anybody.
And now for our cheerleaders, celebrating. Jaya Hammond. Beth Warwick. Ava Scavetti. Sabrina Frank. Natalie Winter. Christy Dreesen. Julia Montesi. And our captains, Amelia Rogers. Holly Zunick. And Julia Hunter. And now our 2021 football seniors in numerical order. Number 1, George Percy.
George is taking a stroll.
Number 13.
He doesn't really have to run. I mean, he's been a load this year.
He goes full speed all the other times he's on the field.
He's like a bulldozer.
Number 19, James Galante.
13 is Drew Anisi.
Number 29, Eli Feingold.
19 is James Galante. Eli Feingold, number 29.
Liam McElroy.
33 is Liam McElroy. 32, Diego Knight. 60, Ben Segui.
Number 62, Charlie Pingree.
Number 62, that's Charlie Pingree.
Number 70, Juan Garcia.
Number 70,
Number
Juan Garcia.
Ned Fitzgerald.
77 is Ned Fitzgerald.
Dylan Callahan.
78, Dylan Callahan.
Number 81, Holt
Number 81, Holt Sedke.
Sedke. Four captains. Number 8, Josh Robertson.
One of the 4 captains, number 8, quarterback Josh Robertson. Number 18, Craig Michalowski.
James Beauty.
Number 30 is James Duty.
AJ Andriano.
And number 59, AJ Andriano.
Round of applause for our band, cheerleader, and football seniors, class of 2022.
So like you said, Gordon, it's a nice tribute to the kids who've put a lot in.
And won a lot of games.
Yeah, and you know, not just on the field, but the cheerleaders and the band
Right.
as well have done a big commitment, and they've done a good job.
They deserve to get the applause from what looks like a pretty nice crowd tonight.
Yeah.
Not much from Danvers, but
Well, it's a long ways away.
it is. Well, you got to go through Salem too tonight.
12 minutes on the clock, and our officiating crew standing out there. The man in the white hat is the referee, Alex Parella. The umpire tonight is Rick Poland. Excuse me. The head line judge is Brian Driscoll. The line judge is Patrick Rahilly, and the back judge is Jim Pericotti.
Brad Wilczewski.
So you see the captains. We just introduced you to them,
Number 64.
and they've got 5 captains on the other side.
Number 65, Evan.
Mark 'em. They didn't mark them on the.
And number 70, Michael Leon. The Magician captains, as announced, Josh Robertson, Craig Michalowski, James Duty, and AJ Andriano. Danvers has won the toss.
Danvers wins the toss, and what will they do? They will receive the football.
Marblehead will defend the west end zone. And here we go.
So Marblehead Magicians in the home black, Danvers in the visiting white. These two teams have had some great games over the last number of years.
The one
we've
that
been
sticks
watching
out
them.
is the Brian Daly game.
Yes.
The-
The statue, no, it's the pitchback.
yeah, the pitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
The MHS Magician Marching Band,
And now the national anthem.
led by Director Craig Van Riewotel.
Nice job by the Marblehead Marching Band of the national anthem and some audience participation at the end. It's nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Always like to hear patriotism.
In talking to Coach Rudloff before the football game, he said that Danvers is a bigger team. They've got more players on the team, but Marblehead is faster. He said the difference is going to be whether or not Marblehead can spread them out and take advantage of their speed.
They do have some size.
Yeah, he said it'll be noticeable, and it is.
It's. I noticed it right away.
Yeah.
Liam McElroy on with the kick team. Back kick for Danvers. Number 35, Kelder.
So Liam McElroy, number 33, will do the kicking. The Danvers Falcon receivers are standing at about the 5. They go about the 10. They go back to the 5. And up across the 20. He stays on his feet. 1 or 2 men to beat. Gets knocked down at about the 31-yard line. Numbers are a little hard to read.
They're a little small on the front, aren't they?
Yeah. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Danvers Falcons at their own 32-yard line. Pretty good field position. A 27-yard return. 12 minutes per quarter, so 11:52 on the clock right now. Split wide is Colin Kelter to the near side and a wide receiver to the far side. I formation behind the quarterback. Handoff to the tailback, and he gets trapped right at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle. 55 for Marblehead. Pacheco.
Yeah, look at the penetration right there, Chris.
That was key right there.
Yeah.
Pickup of about a yard.
And 9 in the box right now.
Handoff up the middle. And nothing doing. Is that Dominic Baez, number 15?
Yeah, I was watching the defense.
We'll give it to Mr. Baez.
That's fine.
A 3rd down and 9. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers for Marblehead. And penalty. Travis Wazine, the quarterback, number 6.
There's quite a matchup down here with I'm looking at the top of the formation with the number 87 for Danvers, Xeris, I can't even pronounce that. For Danvers, he's got a good size matchup. But
what side? What number is he?
On the 87, he's at the top of the formation, split out wide.
Xeris?
Yeah.
Left-handed quarterback looks to throw, then runs out of the pocket and gets wrapped up and dropped. It looks like he's going to be a yard short if
he doesn't have the first down. He's signaling for it, but he doesn't have it.
They'll mark it at the 41-yard line.
And they're going to go for it.
Pickup of about 2 on the play? 4th down and a full yard, maybe a little bit more. They've got to get to the other side of the 42-yard line.
Tight formation.
Kelter to the far side, quarterback straight ahead. I think he's got it. Wazine goes straight forward behind his line, and they give him the yard or 2 that he needed. He picks up 2 and a 1st down.
Yep.
At the 43-yard line.
He just goes behind that big line. He surges forward. All he had to do was fall forward. This is a big game for Danvers because they're probably going to make they're going to make the playoffs, but for seeding purposes in the playoffs, this is a big game for them.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line, opening series of the football game. 9:15 on the clock. Couple penalty markers fly as the snap was just before the snap, or as the snap was coming.
Oh, and this is going to be a Marblehead calling offside, Chris.
Oh. So another 5-yard infraction against Marblehead, moves it up to the 48-yard line.
Coach Rudloff doesn't agree with it.
Kelter to the far side, single receiver near side. Racine gets the handoff, gives the handoff to the running back. And he's tripped up, but he stays on his feet, gets close to the 1st down. The ball carrier was Gasanowski.
Yeah, Cronin got the first hit behind the line of scrimmage. but it was down around the ankles, and
Picked up about 2.
yeah, well, he leaned forward for yeah.
He got hit in the
You're
backfield.
right too. Yeah, he did get hit in the backfield.
He gets hit at about the 45. He shook out, stayed on his feet, and stumbled ahead across the 50-yard line to the 49. So it's 2nd down and 2.
Looked like Marblehead had that strung out pretty well.
2nd down and short at the Marblehead 49-yard line. A good sustained drive for the Falcons, and a hit slowed him down. That was the first hit was given by Pacheco.
Yep.
And Gasanowski gets dropped at the 50, so he loses a yard.
And Pacheco didn't wrap him up, but he slowed him down enough so the help could come. And you imagine if they went for it on 4th down last time, if they don't pick it up here, they will go for it again if they don't get it here.
Time to go to the air, maybe? Expecting a run.
No.
Quarterback keeper,
Yep.
and another loss. This time
Pacheco.
of about 4.
Yeah.
They blasted through the line and just dropped Marcin at the 47-yard line. A loss of 3.
Second time Pacheco's gotten in the backfield. Look at him right there. Just beats his man. Shoots the gap and loss of 5 yards. Now you have to punt.
4th down and 6. Punt is in the air. Comes right down to Galante. Galante circles, finds an opening. There he goes down the sides. He's got a blocker. He's got 2 defenders, and one of them levels.
Oh, he
stays on his feet. He shook it off.
He took a
That was a hard hit.
and the kid who, the player from Danvers who unleashed the hit is the one who's suffering from that one. Galante just didn't go out of bounds. He wouldn't
Let's take
refuse.
another look at that.
And there's that speed you were talking about, Chris, right here. Once you get past this first line right here, there were only like 3 or 4 guys, and they're slow guys. The only one that had a chance here. And watch this. Watch the hit. And he goes down.
Galante shook it off. So 1st down after the punt for Marblehead in Danvers territory at the 47-yard line. And quarterback Josh Roberts, number 8.
Does Galante ever go out of bounds? I don't think so.
I don't think he does. Quick pass to the side. Cronin has it. Cuts inside the block down the sideline, then cuts it back to the numbers. Stays on his feet. Gets down to about the 31-yard line. Nice connection between Robertson, the quarterback, and Cronin, the receiver.
I want to see who had the block out front. I think it was Michalowski who really kind of... It's a bubble screen. Nope. And I can't see the number right in front. I'm getting old, Chris. My eyes aren't good anymore. But Michalowski does throw a good block. 3-0.
Duty.
James Duty.
Yeah. He does it all.
Yeah.
Too. Percy now. Head down, pushes forward across the 30. $16-yard gain on that last one. This one they picked up about 4. And they're down at the 28-yard line. Robertson looking right, throwing left. Cronin between the defenders and squirts through for a gain of about a yard or so.
Just a couple of safe passes so far, just to get the ball to an athlete in the flat right here. Nice job by Duty, not blocking in the back right there.
3rd down, 5. Ball is at the 27-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side. There's the pass over the middle, and nearly was it picked off?
Yeah,
it was
picked
off. Intercepted was at number 1?
At 3.
3. Kelter.
Yep. So you'll see the play action fake, and the pass is designed to go right over the middle of Duty. You see him coming in the center of the field.
Tipped? It looked almost like it was tipped, but it was. Lots of
Do you
times
think it was tipped at the line?
it might have been. I don't know. It didn't look like the the trajectory after it went by the guy that I thought might have tipped
Oh.
it didn't really change much. So it might not have been.
Kelter made a nice read. He jumped the route. And
Yeah, it was a good defensive play.
Yes.
It looked like they've been studying film. Hand off tackle right. Man on his feet, stays there, keeps going, and gets about 12 yards.
you can see that Danvers definitely with that size advantage we were talking about, especially on the right side of the line.
First down at the 28-yard line. Gain of 12. 28-yard line. 4:34, first quarter rolling by with very few passes. Tight on the near side, two receivers far side, I formation behind the quarterback. Gives off to the tailback, and the ball looked like it popped up. But after the whistle.
When did it pop up?
Yeah.
Percy was the one who made the hit.
Let's see.
And Percy you see him in his linebacker position. He's just picking the gap.
Percy ripped it out of his hands.
Oh, after he was down?
After he was stopped, but not down. So no gain on that play. Second down, 10 at the 20, just shy of the 28-yard line. Scoreless first quarter. Clock rolling with 3:45. Play action fake. Left-handed quarterback fires to an open man, but the receiver comes back. Could be a penalty. No, wasn't. Man was open.
He was open, but he stopped. He didn't keep running the route. I think
I think the pass was short. You think?
Well, it ended up being overthrown.
He did stop.
So he kind of slows down right there. It's the contact is incidental. It's
uncatchable at that point.
But that's
I think you're right. He did stop.
It's that size advantage that we're talking about with the advantage for the receiver in that matchup.
So it looks like Max Gazanowski to the near side with Kelter.
There are two of them, yes.
Quarterback looking, firing to the sideline, has a man, he's got it. Gazanowski stays on his feet, is wrapped up and dropped at about the 47-yard line. Tackle made by McElroy of Marblehead.
Galante was in coverage and he fell down. He slipped on the turf, and that allowed for the completion.
At the 47-yard line.
Just at the bottom there, he slips.
Again, that's an indication of a bigger, stronger guy shaking off the smaller guy.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Thank you. Gazanowski to the near side with Kelter, two receivers to the far side. Quarterback keeper finds a hole, gets about, looks like 5 yards.
Yeah, there's that right side of the line again.
So the second sustained drive, sustained for a while on the first drive.
But I don't see a lot of down the field plays that are going to be available for Danvers tonight. They're just going to have to keep
pounding,
chewing up 3 and 4 yards at a time.
Zaris to the far side, wide. Two receivers near side. 3 down linemen. Is he doing a indication with his hands, the quarterback, on this?
Delay!
What, you simulating the snap, you mean? Just with doing this?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you can't see that, but yeah. I don't know. I'm not watching the quarterback, but
You're watching the defense.
I'm watching the defense. I'm watching to see how many guys they have in the box. Right now it's usually between 8 and 9.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line. Seventh play of the drive began. Second drive for Danvers. Quarterback in the pocket, firing long, deep, and the the receiver was pushing the defender.
If anything, that's offensive pass interference.
That's a very rare
Yeah,
call in
it really
high school
is.
football.
But Palmer had the best chance to catch that. I mean, it was a pretty good ball, but
Yeah.
the coverage was better. It's just a fly pattern down the right sideline.
Zaris is that very large person.
Left-handed quarterbacks still look strange to me. They always will.
Yeah. There were some good ones, though.
There were. Ken Stabler.
Why did you go right to the Raiders?
I don't know.
He's probably the best of the bunch. A nice pass on target. Looks like a first down.
It does. It's
Is
going
that
to get a
Zaris?
couple yards beyond. Yeah.
It is Zaris. And it's down to the 30-yard line. A big target and a strong player. He's double covered over there, but the pass was on target.
Boomer Esiason. There's a non-Raider for you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Took you a while,
Yeah,
though.
it did take me a while.
Didn't the Colts have a left-handed quarterback, Jones?
I think Burt Jones? I
Yeah.
think he was right-handed.
Was he, yeah?
Yeah. He was really good.
Yeah.
For a few years, he was, especially against the Patriots, he was their nemesis for a while.
Ball carrier was Owen Gazanowski. And he gets up to about the 27-yard line, 2nd down and 7. Linebackers back off, quarterback drops, short drop, and fires it out to the right, but it was out of the reach of the intended receiver.
And the other thing this does, Chris, is it keeps Marblehead's offense off the field. I mean, we've got one play left here in the quarter, and Marblehead's run what, 4 or 5 plays?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
Fourth one was an interception.
Yeah, this is about as well as Danvers could have hoped for in the outside of actually leading the game. But this is it's been a good quarter for Danvers.
Still no score. Quarterback keeper tries to go outside, then cut back inside, but there was no more room there than there was to the outside. He gets stood up and pushed back.
So I'm okay with. We're going to take a break here. Okay.
Wait a minute, John. Put my script away. That's the end of the first quarter with the score 0-0. We'd like to thank the National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this.
Where did this kid Pacheco come from? He's a sophomore and he's everywhere.
Yeah, big. And welcome back, second quarter, just about to get underway. No score, 12 minutes on the clock. And Danvers has had a couple of, especially this drive that they're currently on is a sustained drive. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This will be the 10th play of the drive. And
they've found
at
some
the 25-yard line.
They've found some success with the short passes. They've worked some matchups. And they've controlled the ball.
Number 6, Travis Wassine, is having a good performance tonight.
He's been very accurate.
Yeah. Standing in the pocket, going to fire, passes it, almost intercepted.
Worked out better that it wasn't intercepted because now they get better field position. Instead of being around the 12-yard line, they're at the 25.
James Galante there again.
Really
man
good
on the
coverage,
spot.
yep.
He was in excellent coverage and helped to break it up. You can see here number 19 Covering to the outside. He's in front of his man, and guy's got a hand on him.
And the one thing about this quarterback, and he's a sophomore, is and anybody can see, he locks onto that first receiver. There's no looking off like Robertson does. He just locks onto the primary receiver, and there's not a lot of, that's the guy he's going to throw to, so the Marblehead can key on that.
Shotgun formation for Josh Robertson. 2 receivers wide to the far side and receivers to the near side. Percy in the backfield as the outlet. Robertson looking, scrambling, firing, and it's caught. Nice catch over there.
Shane Keogh?
Shane Keogh, yes.
Another weapon. Nice job by the offensive line here. Robertson has to flush out of the pocket, but he's got plenty of space and he throws on the run. Great ball.
And they got all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17-yard gain.
Yeah, I think on this play here, Percy, if he doesn't get tripped up, he's got some grass in front of him.
Up to the 44-yard line, a gain of 2. It's fun to watch George Percy run.
It's like a battering ram.
Robertson on the keeper, gets wrapped up and dropped just at the line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard or a yard.
Yeah, nobody bought the fake. The fake was to Percy. I'm the only one I think who bought the fake.
I was hoping for
I
it.
thought Percy had it.
3rd down, 7 at the 45-yard line.
This is usually the area where they like to target Duty.
Number 30, James Duty. Split to the inside on the far side.
Oh,
There he's got it. Nice call, Gordon.
that's
And a big first down.
the call was okay, but the throw was really good. He just dropped it right in there between the two, the safety and the cornerback. So just a great throw.
Down to the Danvers 35-yard line, a 20-yard gain.
Yep, he's flush
right?
rush. They blitzed one. And look at, he just drops it right in there, right over the linebacker.
Marblehead moving quickly. Not taking a lot of time in the huddle. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Robertson on the keeper, cuts through the middle of the defenders and picks up about 5. We'll see where they spot it.
Yeah, good decision there by Robertson. That's the option to the right-hand side.
You're talking about the good decisions that the quarterbacks have to make, and in this type of an offense, it's like almost like a run-pass. It is a run-pass.
It is a run. Well,
run-pass options, and that's all based on how well the quarterback can process what he sees before the play starts and as the play's beginning.
But that right there's the old. But that's the old, Nebraska option right there.
Yeah.
Where you've got the running backs.
I was thinking about that on the scramble. There goes Percy. Knocks the guy down. Turns on the Jets down the sideline. Knocked out of bounds at about the 5 or 7 maybe.
Okay, when we get the replay, I want you to check out the block by Cronin right on the edge and how he just takes out the defensive end.
So look for number 22.
Right on the left-hand side. He really makes his play pop.
There goes
Right
Percy.
there.
He closed that door.
Yep, and that allowed Percy to to bounce it outside.
So it looks like he's knocked out at about the 8. But they spot it.
Just inside the 10, I
Yeah,
think.
at the 10-yard line, we'll call it. Percy,
Yeah.
even when he slows down and
He's still got 5
7
yards out of
jerseys
that.
on him, he's still pushing them forward.
That thing looked like it was strung out. It was going nowhere. He didn't have any space at all, and he just falls forward and he gets 5 yards. Well, maybe 4.
Still. Down to the...
I would be remiss if I didn't. Steve Clay, in between quarters, reminded me of another left-handed quarterback, Jim Zorn of the Seattle Seahawks.
There's got to be more.
There has to be more.
There goes Percy, steps over his own man, dives to the 5. Third down and goal.
Yeah, it looked like he tripped over his own guy there.
So Duty split far to the three receivers to the far side. Duty's in the middle. Cronin's in tight. Robertson's got the room, got the moves. Has he got a touchdown? No.
Yep.
Yes. Looked like he didn't make it in to me, but he did.
Just stretched the ball across, it looks like. Second effort again.
Nice moves, though. He was swiveling his hips there. They used to say.
Yeah, it was another quarterback option here.
Good
And he hit
decision making.
right there to bounce it out. And then that's effort right there.
Yeah, you can see he is on the line there.
Yep.
So TD comes at 7:48 of the second quarter. And Eli Feingold, number 29, a senior, set to do the kicking, a very reliable kicker. Maybe I should have waited until he makes this kick. A very reliable kicker.
Automatic.
But going back to the comment I made about Robertson and decision making, I thought that when earlier in this series he scrambled. He didn't lose his comfort. He got to get out of the pocket, scrambled off to the right, and kept looking down the field, and then he found his receiver.
And what you said about composure, he really has it, and he's had it pretty much since the beginning of his career. I mean, when he was a sophomore, he was pretty cool. And he's just gotten better. And we had talked about how the Danvers quarterback locks on to one receiver, and Robertson, from the first play of the game, it was a throwback. He looked to the left and he came back to the right to Cronin, and that's something that not a lot, in fact, probably only a handful of high school quarterbacks can do. That's because he's played for 3 years, and I mean, we've talked about it before, but his experience it is invaluable.
Yeah. And you can see the growth in quarterbacks at the high school level from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. This is taken inside the end zone, it looked like.
Yep.
Dropped at about the 17-yard line. Ball carrier was Westcott, Jacob Westcott, a junior. So Danvers will have a 1st and 10.
The kicking game, especially the kickoffs by McElroy, and we mentioned this at the last home game, have really been an asset.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got to give him a little bit of wind at his back. And
who is it that always talks about special teams? Down in Foxborough?
Oh, that guy.
That guy. What's
Yeah.
his name?
Mr. Happy.
Cheer up, Bill, will you?
Yeah.
So 2 receivers to the far side. And it's true, I mean, you can have a really good offense and defense, but if your special teams give the game away, you're sunk. Nice hit. $77 for Marblehead. That's Ned Fitzgerald. Oh, he came in good. So a gain of about 3 on the play. 2nd down, 7. Just shy of the 20-yard line. So between 2 and 3 yards in that play. Westcott to the near side. 2 receivers near side. 1 split way out to the far side. Handoff is inside and not a lot of room to run.
Yeah, but he still did a nice job of getting 3 or 4 yards out of it. The initial contact was right at the line of scrimmage. Danvers really in no hurry here, are they?
No, not at all. Ball control and...
Yeah, but when you're behind, it's,
6:37 to go, second quarter. Clock moving. 3rd down, 5 at the 22-yard line. So 4 receivers in the formation this time. Man coverage. Linebackers drop back. It was deflected.
And Easy.
Yeah.
Drew and Easy. Gets a big paw up and knocks it down.
You know, that's the type of thing that we talk about experience and learning, like on the job. That's the type of thing that these linemen, they see him jump there.
Yep. Get the hand up. If you can't get to the quarterback, make yourself big, get the hand up and knock the pass down. And Easy seems to be doing everything well.
4th down, punting situation.
Yeah,
High but not deep.
not deep at all. Oh, you got to get out of the way. That's the problem with one of the. I mean, this was a pop-up, Chris.
It really was.
This is the problem. Is the you don't want it to come down and take a funny hop off one of your guys. That I don't know if you heard Coach Giardi, but they can block a punt here. The long snap is not the. It's not coming back to the punter
Quickly.
very robustly.
So we've got Duty in the slot to the far side, 2 running backs beside Josh Robertson. Robertson takes the high snap, gives it. Oh, nice hole. Cronin twisting, turning. Could break through. He gets all the way down to about the 15-yard line.
So we'll give you Percy for the first 2 series, and then we'll give him a little bit of a break, and we'll come at it with Cronin.
And they mark it at right at the 15-yard line.
Yeah,
No,
look
at
at
the
this.
16, 17-yard line.
Good recognition of the hole right there by Cronin, and then he just slithers his way through it.
Team speed, as Coach Rudloff said.
Yes.
In the defensive backfield, Cronin was faster. Play action fake, pass to the inside. Nice catch there by Keogh.
And what's the flag here? I think it's going to be a block on the back on Marblehead. It was a late flag. Right down there by the pileup. That's become one of those staple plays for Marblehead. Just a quick bubble screen here. Where's the block on the?
That was on the side.
That's on the side.
Not that we're homers.
No.
So the penalty will. Yeah, they're still talking about it. Yeah, block in the back.
I don't know about that. That looked like a pretty good block to me. And the flag was a little late, too.
You know, some people just can't be pleased, Gordon. So they'll step off some yardage on Marblehead back to the 25-yard line.
Well, don't call the penalty and I'll be pleased.
4:45 clock moving. Second quarter. Duty and Marblehead players looking to the sideline for the signals, which is how they get their plays. 5 people standing there giving hand signals and cards.
Yeah.
It's worked very well since they instituted it. It looks funny.
It looks great.
It works well. Percy. Stutter steps, looking for a hole, stays on his feet, twists and turns, and maybe gets to the 25.
Yeah, once he
back to the line of scrimmage, maybe.
Once he started sidestepping a little bit, he was a little bit done. Nice job by Danvers as stringing this out.
So no gain on the play.
Seems to me that most of their success comes on runs up. The Marblehead success tonight has been on runs up the middle rather than sort of going toward the edges. Nice tackle. They are big though, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
70's a big guy. I can't see the number that the defensive tackle, but.
Three receivers to the near side, including Duty and Keogh and Cronin. Cronin looking down the middle. Robertson under pressure. Fires to the end zone. Has a man. Touchdown! Quite happy is number 20.
It's 23, Eddie
23,
Johns.
sorry, Eddie Johns, right.
So, lot to break down here. That Robertson bobbles the snap, which actually might have helped him a little bit. Here, so now a good pass rush flushes him to the right. Now look at Johns. He gets open, and as soon as Robertson sees that, he puts the ball right between the 2 and the 3.
It was almost a jump pass.
Yeah, it was.
Feingold's kick is up, and the kick is good.
It's a big touchdown, Chris.
Yes.
How much time we got left in the half here?
3:34.
Yeah. See, oh, here we go. Okay, so here's the replay. Yeah, almost a jump pass. Tebow-esque.
It was like his body was trying to get the ball to loop over the defender.
When he came, once he got past the coverage, he was so wide open. And you know that feeling. You just don't want to overthrow it or bounce it or mess it up because the receiver's so wide open.
So they started back on the 40 after that.
After the punt,
after the punt, so 4 plays, 40 yards, included a big penalty against them. And with 3:34 to go in the first half, it's Marblehead 14, Danvers nothing.
We've been doing this for quite a while. I don't know if this offense, this might be the best. Well, the team that went to the Super Bowl was, but this offense is just almost as close to unstoppable as I've seen for a high school football team. And did I just jinx them?
No. Bounces into the end zone.
If that had checked up, that would have been interesting.
If it had been one of those backwards bounces?
Yeah.
It wasn't. So 14-0, and that drive started after we were talking about the kicking game earlier.
Yep.
And the kicking game really hurt Danvers in this because the punt was very short.
It went straight up in the air, yeah.
And it gave Marblehead a 1st and 10 on the Danvers 40, or thereabouts. And 4 plays later, they strike with a touchdown to Johns from Robertson with 3:34 to go, and a 4-play, 40-yard drive, 14-0.
How much time they getting here?
Holy cow, this is...
How much time?
So Danvers has 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I think they just brought out snacks for the Danvers huddle here.
They're going to need it.
I had to take a timeout here. Never a good sign.
No. Maybe changing their strategy on offense a little bit.
Maybe, I don't know. What's been working for them? Short passes?
Yeah. But they haven't been able to convert their a couple of sustained drives that they've had. They haven't been able to finish them off.
Well, as we talked about earlier, it doesn't look like this quarterback's going to beat you deep down the field. So you can key on the run and the short pass. And the quarterback's been very accurate in the first half. He's just missed on a couple of throws. I mean, he's a big kid for a sophomore too. They don't have they don't list heights and weights anymore. But
why not?
I don't know. I remember there was...
Maybe it's height shaming.
Instead of going numerically by roster, Burlington used to do it alphabetically. It was just a mess.
It's impossible. You want to find out who's in charge of it.
Andrews, Berry, Callahan. Stop me when I get to it.
1st and 10 for the Falcons at the 20-yard line after a intermission. Handoff comes inside and stood up and dropped. Ball carrier that time was Owen Gasanowski. And he picked up about 2 yards. It didn't really look like it, but he did. At least it didn't look like it to me, but. So 2nd down and 8. Clock continues to move. Inside 3 minutes now. So Zaris comes to the near side. That's 87, the big guy. And he's covered there by Palmer. That's a pretty significant size mismatch. Quarterback keeper breaks into the secondary, has a 1st down, but he gets dropped. Percy hit him along with...
It's a different quarterback. This is Gasanowski now, Max Gasanowski.
Oh, right, you're right.
Yeah, I think he played a little quarterback in their game against Masco last week.
So he picked up about 8 yards, 9 yards on the play. Out to the 32-yard line.
And we're under 2.5 minutes here. Not a lot of urgency again from Danvers.
shotgun formation to Max Gasanowski. Those front numbers really are difficult to
Yeah.
read.
They look like the Lions.
Throws it long and deep. Nice defensive play. Cronin. That would have been 6 if he hadn't made that play.
Yeah, but the coverage is right there. It's just it's a post pattern down the left hash mark, and Cronin's got the coverage all the way.
It looked like a non-quarterback throw.
Joe Cap. All my old references
Wow.
here. Bobby Douglas.
I'm waiting for Sonny Jurgensen.
Sonny Jurgensen might have the best arm ever.
Yeah.
How old are we now?
Too old to admit it.
He used to throw it 40 yards behind his back.
I saw him do that
Yeah,
once.
I know. Yeah, I think this is the running quarterback, Chris.
Yeah. So Gasanowski gets another 2 yards.
Marblehead taking a timeout.
They want to get the ball back.
They do. 1:56 left, and it's 3rd down and about 8.
I got to give the Danvers credit. The quarterback was hit 3 yards deep,
Right.
and he ends up picking up 2 yards.
Hey, he's a big kid, too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ball is at the 34-yard line. Marblehead is averaging 39 points a game.
yeah. They hung 42 2 weeks ago, on Beverly. And then the Masco game, they were behind 21-7 at halftime, and then came roaring back with 4 touchdowns in the second half to win that one by 12. That's been the closest game all year. And then, of course, the Peabody game, 35-14, which by the sound of it wasn't that close. It wasn't as close as the score. Marblehead was in control the whole way. And then the time we were here with North Andover, what did they put up, 42 in that game?
Yep.
And Classical's been the game where they scored the most points.
54-20.
Yeah,
We went on the road for that
we
one.
did.
It was a road trip for us.
Beautiful Manning Field.
Yes. Their last game, as you mentioned, at Beverly, a Saturday afternoon game, a Saturday morning game.
It was really hot that day, too.
42-25 they won that game. Back to pass. This is Zane. Incomplete.
Into quadruple coverage. And he's still got a hand on the ball.
I think we may see the wearing down of the Falcons.
The
Clocks.
plotting,
Yeah.
that's probably why they're trying to shorten the game. But thank you very much for throwing an incomplete pass and stopping the clock here.
Minute 51 to go in the second quarter.
Punt block.
High snap, not robust.
Fair
Fair catch by Galante. Good
Almost-
decision. Probably could feel it, the ground shake around him.
Diego Knight got the closest to that one. I thought Percy had a shot. He
it
had the
was
bull
very-
rush up the middle.
It was very
It
close.
was, yeah.
Let's take a look. Yeah, there were at least 2 black jerseys behind the blockers in front of the punter. A minute 45 to go. 1st and 10 for Marblehead.
2 timeouts?
I think so, yeah. 3 this year per team.
Yes, thank
per half.
goodness.
Yeah, that's a good decision. So it's 1st and 10 at just across the 35. We'll call it the 36. Robertson inside to Cronin. Cronin picks up a couple of blocks, puts his head down and charges forward. Gets up across the 40 to about the 44-yard line. Nice quick play.
Yep, Fitzgerald with a nice block right there on the edge. He had to get out there from his guard position.
Gain of 8 on that play. Robertson looking looking left. Cronin gets out of bounds, stops the clock. Heads up move by the receiver that time.
So remember, just like in college, the clock does, it'll stop out of bounds here, but if it's in play on a 1st down, like in college, they will stop the clock to move the chains.
Ball is at the 50-yard line. Clock stopped with a minute 21.
Duty uncovered here. Oh. What a post route for him right here.
There he goes. There he
He's
goes.
wide open.
In the air, deep, and Duty
Oh.
just can't catch up to it. Nice call, Gordon. That's 2 today.
You know,
seen it.
yeah, you have a senior quarterback who's thrown for a zillion yards going to his favorite receiver. I'm not exactly Nostradamus here.
He just
Yeah.
it was also an experienced throw because he was putting it where only his
Right.
guy could get it.
If it wasn't going to be caught, it was going to be overthrown.
Yeah. So second down, 10 at the 50-yard line. Robertson with Percy to his left. Robertson under pressure.
Screen.
Gives it to Percy. Screen pass. Got some blocks. Oh, tripped up. Maybe his own guy.
I think he's tripped over his own guy again.
Yeah.
That was set up really well, Chris.
Pickup of 7 or
All
8.
right.
7-yard line. 7 yards.
3rd and 3 here.
Quick look.
Get the first down, get out of bounds. Yep, there you go. Nope. Oh, come on.
Keogh is the receiver.
Gonna have to call timeout there. And that's what
And that was
they said he was in bounds.
the defender put him out of bounds.
Yeah. Now you got to move past that.
I don't know if I can go
I
to
don't.
the 39-yard line.
Gotta shake that one off.
49.6.
So we got one timeout left for Marblehead.
What do you call? What do you like?
I think you.
I like that duty post pattern.
Well, yeah, you can take a shot with that. You got a timeout, so you can use the middle of the field. As we said, the clock stops when you get a first down anyway to reset. They seem to be getting little chunks here, like 7-8 yards at a time with these passes that toward the sideline, and you do have an opportunity to stop the clock. But I think Danvers is getting worn out. I think that was a good call on your part. Very prescient.
Oof. I've been called precious.
Precious.
Not precious.
Precious. Well, I would never call you precious. As much as I like you.
I hope. There was that. No, never mind. First and 10 at the 39-yard line, 49.2. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Alone in the backfield is quarterback Robertson. Under pressure, right up the middle he runs. He gets tackled and dives forward to about the 35-yard line, a gain of 4.
Quarterback draw.
Don't understand it.
Yeah.
Robertson has a man wide open, first down and out of bounds. Stopping the clock with 27.6.
And you see a lot of these plays where Robertson rolls out. He rolls out to the right side. Remember when you saw North Andover a few weeks ago, and the quarterback was rolling out to the left side, and it's a much tougher throw. This makes it a lot easier on Robertson if he's rolling out to his arm side.
First and 10 at the inside the 25, about the 24-yard line. Michalowski was the receiver on that last play, got himself wide open. Robertson found him. There he lost it towards the end zone. Cronin, and a little bit of contact, but incidental, double covered.
Yeah, that was good coverage right there by number 3. That's
a good time to
Kelter.
go.
Yeah, he's had the interception. He's played a good game for them tonight. It was good coverage right there. Take a shot at the end zone on first down from about the 25-yard line.
Stay between Cronin and the ball.
Yep.
Without committing a foul. Second down 10 at the 24-yard line. 23.1 to go in the first half. 14-0 Marblehead.
Cronin over the middle here. Let's see how that works.
We got a center fielder out there. Cronin comes to the near side. Robertson takes off. Cuts to the sideline, then cuts up the middle of the field. Stays on his feet. He's got a touchdown.
What a terrific run. Oh, my goodness. That fake at the 15-yard line when it looked like he was going left and he cut back right. That's just an incredible move. What a run.
It was terrific. And Josh Robertson, at first I thought he gave up too early on the play.
It looked like it. Because as soon as he got beyond the line of scrimmage, look at all this room that he's got there. The only one who can tackle him is a referee. Look at that move right there.
That was the move.
And here, breaks a couple arm tackles.
Move to the left, and then when he comes to the safety, moves to the right, gets by him.
And that is
a backbreaker.
Yeah. Danvers had any morale left before that. They don't have any now. You didn't even have to look at the extra point, did you? You knew it was going through.
Eli Feingold, very reliable kicker, strong leg. Marble has been blessed with strong kickers in the recent past.
At special teams, there you go.
Well, 21-0 in a game that feels like it should be closer.
Well, because Danvers has had the ball. I mean, they had the first drive was pretty good. Their second drive was really good.
Mm-hmm.
The last two, not so much, but they've taken time off the clock. I think that in terms of controlling the ball, they've set out what they do. As you said, it just with the speed, it's just a phenomenal difference, and it shows up on a play like that.
It was interesting that we were talking just before the end of Danvers' last series, and we talked about the timeout that Marblehead took.
Right.
And, we came to the conclusion they wanted to get the ball back, and they wanted to see if they could put some more points up, and that's exactly what they did.
And that's what an aggressive, confident team does. Is if you get the ball back, you have a chance to score. A lot of teams would be happy with a 14-0 halftime lead. Nothing wrong with that. But now 21-0, completely different halftime speech, isn't it?
Yep. McElroy puts it down to about the 14-yard line. Big runner. That's the quarterback, isn't it? No, that's 5. That's
5.
That's Owen Gazanowski. Nice return by Gazanowski. Yep. The camera has a much better eye than I do. I'm sure that those of you watching can read those numbers better than I can.
Especially
they are small.
The single-digit numbers, and most of the guys who are carrying the ball are single-digit number guys.
Danvers 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line, just shy of the 37. Nose of the ball is almost on the 37. 21-0, 7.5 seconds. Do they run it or throw deep?
Well, they've got the running quarterback in right now, so.
Where is 6? Maybe he's going to get a pitch. 3 down lineman. Percy wants to blitz. And the running back Gazanowski goes right by him. Gazanowski tries to get to the sideline. Clock has run out. That's the end of the first half. And at the end of the first half, the score, Marblehead 21 and Danvers nothing. We'd like to thank the National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports and MHTV. We'll be back after this with the second half. So stay with us.
games every year. You're only a
And
few
welcome
hundred.
back.
Sorry.
Thanks, Gordon. Welcome back to the second half. Chris Connolly and Gordon Vincent here at Marblehead High School. And let's take a look at the highlights of the first half. It started off with a second quarter touchdown. Good run by Josh Robertson, twisting and
shifty,
turning,
yes.
gets in 5 yards out. Eli Feingold put the extra point up, 7-0 at 7:48 of the second quarter. There's again a nice play by Robertson, a lofting pass into the end zone to Johns. And an excited receiver on that play got himself open, and Feingold put the extra point up, 14-0 at that point.
Yeah, here comes the big run by Robertson.
3:34 now. Josh Robertson again. What a move right here. There it is. And then another shifty move. Twisting and turning, spinning into the end zone. Again, Eli Feingold with the extra point. 21-0. There were 14 seconds left in the first half when that touchdown was scored. We're just about to get going in the second half. And what do you expect to see as far as adjustments?
I don't know what adjustments Danvers can make unless they want to get faster. I mean, you had talked about, you had spoken with Coach Rudloff before the game, and Marblehead would have an advantage with speed, and that's certainly the way it's played out. I mean, we've harped on Danvers' size, but if you can't catch somebody, it doesn't matter how big you are.
That's always been my philosophy.
Yeah, that's fine. And Marblehead gets the ball to start the second half. So if they were to come down and score a touchdown and get a 4-touchdown lead, you would feel pretty comfortable at that point, would you not?
Yes.
Yeah, I think even if they don't score, I would feel pretty comfortable because they would take some time off the clock here.
The other aspect of it was with all the running that was going on when Danvers had those
Right.
drives, that just chewed up clock.
Well, we saw it like, and I had forgotten this. All three the first quarter ended 0-0.
Yes.
Once Marblehead, also all three scores in the second half, Danvers just controlled the ball. I think Marblehead had 4 plays in the entire first quarter.
Absolutely correct. And it ended
Well, I
on
knew
an
that because
interception.
you said it, yeah.
Yeah. So we're set for the kickoff, and back deep we've got, is it Johns and, I can't see.
No.
A short kick or
Yes.
onside?
I don't know what
I was looking at the,
deep backs. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I think they were trying to do that where you make a carom off the up back maybe.
Shane Kehoe was the
Now you've
ultimate receiver.
given the
That-
best offense in the conference a 42-yard field position at its own 42-yard line. Sorry.
Yeah. It was definitely an intentional. It wasn't a squib, but it was a nubber on purpose. 1st and 10 for the Magicians at the 42-yard line. Great field position. And penalty marker thrown. Usually a hold.
And the referee was, hold on Marblehead. Now why is he turning to Marblehead? And Percy's hurt.
slow to get up.
Boy. And this is the one thing that it's an ankle.
See if we can see the hold. Probably in the line. Oh, I didn't see a hold.
Well, the referee did because he threw the flag with some aplomb.
Wow.
I know. That's not good right there. That's an ankle. And anybody who's ever turned an ankle or sprained an ankle knows that once you do it once.
Keeps on coming.
Yep.
So a loss on the play of about 4 or 5, or did they mark it back? Maybe 7? Yes. 7-yard loss, and George Percy.
He's able to put some weight on it, so that's good news. Remember, he's one of their inside linebackers, too. He's just not a terrific running back. He plays on both sides of the ball. He's one of their key players.
So it'll be 2nd down and 17 at the 35-yard line. As Percy slowly makes his way off the field, he's not there yet. And now he's off the field, and they wind the clock.
So they declined the penalty, Chris. The 7-yard loss, they declined the penalty.
Take the down.
Yep.
Here comes a blitz right, Zareks. I'm sure that wasn't the way you say his name.
That was McElroy on the
Zareks.
handoff, yeah.
Yeah.
Not much running room there. Maybe Danvers' strategy is we're not going to let him beat us with a run.
A pickup of 2 by McElroy at the 37-yard line. We'll see how this loss of George Percy.
Run it, run it, run it. Green chair, green chair. Green chair. Chevron.
We'll see how that impacts the offense here. Shane Keogh split to the far side. He's played an important role tonight. Cronin goes in motion, pass over the middle, intended, batted around, and nearly intercepted. He was in the air for a while.
Now that screen was read much better by Danvers in the than the one in the first half.
Brad Wilikowski made that slap.
Now they let the lineman through. Yeah. I don't think, even if he catches it, I don't think he has enough for the first down.
Pass was intended for McElroy. Punting situation. Here's a short punt. Hits at the 40-yard line and goes out of bounds at the, well, they say right at the 40.
So good field position for Danvers here. That march down the field for the fourth score didn't materialize.
No. Well,
You know, it's Goskowski is, or not Goskowski, I'm sorry.
Gazanowski,
thank you. And he's the running quarterback. So, again, Danvers really doesn't have the type of offense that's going to rip off a 50-yard pass.
No, this is your win team. Here's your win team.
They're more of a plotting team.
He's not a gun though. What is he? Dive. He's proud.
straight up the middle. Out of a wing.
That's the wing
formation.
T, yeah. Old school. Leather helmets.
A gain of about 3 on the play.
Here we go again.
Second down, 7. Ball is at the 43-yard line. Motion coming to the near side. Handoff. No. Quarterback on the
Block in the back. Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me?
quarterback keeper.
How does he miss that?
He was. I know how he missed it. He missed it. He missed it.
Right in front of you, both of you.
So we'll see it now. You can. The alleged crime is a block in the back. Let's see if he gets it. Oh, yes. That was more than a block in the back. But no penalty and a loss of a couple yards on the play.
Quick pass.
We got a third quarterback in the game now, another contestant, and he gets picked off. Mikulowski.
Yeah. That was Racine. Was the
Who was the quarterback?
Racine.
6?
6.
Oh, okay. Oh, second quarterback. All right.
Watch the ball. Watch
The original quarterback. We
Are
went
they
back to the
saying it
original.
was not an interception here? Is that what they're saying?
Really?
Yeah. They're saying it was not an interception. Let's see here.
Stevie, keep your head set up.
Well, couldn't tell.
No, not from that angle.
We couldn't tell. So punting situation, cross off intercept and punt. Incomplete is what it was. A low driving punt taken by Galante. Nice move.
Nice tackle.
Yeah, and a good tackle. He picks up about 3. Made the most out of that play.
He did.
Was that 16?
64 with the tackle for for Danvers. Joseph Parisi, one of their captains.
Yeah. This
So
is the interception
This
again.
is the non-interception interception. We can't tell from their angle if it hits the ground here. I mean, they're closer than we are. Although they did miss a block on the back before that.
So we know they're blind.
Yeah, right. They miss one, they're going to miss them all.
So Marblehead has a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And as the clock rolls, it's not rolling right now, but as it does, Danvers' chance of mounting a comeback dwindle. Handoff, penalty marker down. Cronin will not go down. Gets a first down. Nice run by Connor Cronin.
It's going to be a hold again.
Yep.
And this is one they will take. And the crowd's getting a little restless here.
Well,
as they should be.
When penalties are missed and
an obvious one like that.
I didn't see the hold. All the way back to the 25-yard line.
I don't want to. I think I knew who it was, but I don't want to misspeak and single out somebody who is not guilty.
Clock rolling. Third quarter, 21-0 Marblehead. Robertson fakes a pass, then throws it to the near sideline. Gets tapped. Who got it?
5. Is it 5 or is it a 6?
I don't know. I thought it was maybe 70.
70.
Yeah, down right near the quarterback. Let's take a look at this again. 5 is there. I mean, you might be right, Gordon.
Well, maybe.
Oh, no, you're right. 5.
Hey, one in a row.
Gazanowski. One of the Gazanowski. The younger. Gazanowski, the younger. Second down and long. 18 to go here.
We call the other one the elder, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Got him by the shirt and would not let go. Robertson dropped for a loss. That was 70 that time. I knew he was going to do something.
See? You foreshadowed.
Mike Leon.
Mike Leon, another captain. They've got some seniors here too.
A loss all the way back. They're going backwards here, back to the 20-yard line.
3rd and 28 here?
Not quite, but very close. The Gazanowskis changed positions.
Yeah, they've done that a couple of times now.
There's the pass to the sideline. Cronin's got some room. He's going to come up. Oh, he might have a first down.
Did he
gets to the line? He's got a first down.
What an effort. What an effort by Cronin. I mean, he could have gone out of bounds 5 yards in front of the flag, but he stayed in bounds, broke a tackle, and dragged the defender with him. This is terrific effort right here. Right there. See, he's still 5 yards short of the first down, and
he slowed down his running because he didn't want to go out of bounds.
Right.
He wanted to make that first down.
He wasn't going to get the first down if he goes out at the 40. Turf monster got him that time.
Yep. Loss of 3.
I'm trying to find Percy to see if he's. I know he was trying to test the ankle a little bit earlier, but I can't see him now.
Right in front of 45.
Oh, there he is. Yep. Okay.
He's on the sideline.
Yep, he's on the sideline.
Helmet on.
Helmet on.
Here comes Cronin. What? He must have grease all over his.
He's gliding past people, and the ones that he doesn't glide past just bounce off him or slip off him. What a great run.
That really was. And it started with the little belly when it comes out here. Now this move right here.
It's where he goes between.
It's like
that guy right there. Yep.
Percy back in the lineup.
Oh, that's good.
Marblehead takes a timeout, 6:13. After the Cronin run there,
The one that picked up the first down on
After that-
third and a mile?
yeah,
Oh, the one after
I
that.
got that one. What
Yeah.
happened after that? I was looking at my
Oh,
notes.
he just there was a run to the left-hand side. He tripped over the
Right.
he tripped and fell down. It was a loss of 2 maybe. That was the one where I said the turf monster got him.
Right. Third down, or first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Clock is stopped at 6:13 to go, third quarter. And as long as they keep running the ball, the clock keeps rolling.
It's like magic.
Time. I think Einstein might agree. If he were here.
He was known for his reliance on magic tricks too. He was an amateur magician, as well as being a top-notch physicist.
And a violinist.
Was he?
Bicyclist. Friend of the stars.
Well, I'm a bicyclist, but
I've seen pictures of him riding bikes.
not a good one. But
His hair gave him a lot of wind resistance. So he had to fall back on physics
don't we all?
sooner or later. Nice pass. And a wide open Cronin. The defender did not go with him.
No, he
It was
left
playing
him
a
alone.
zone.
They're playing a zone, and you don't pick up.
All the way
It's-
down
yeah,
to the 15-yard line.
It's a slant through the middle. Here we go.
Cronin is on the near side there. You see him stand up and look back to the sideline. Number 22. And he'll just find the seam in that zone. Good play calling. In the first half, these plays, especially the first quarter, this sort of over-the-middle stuff wasn't working. And there's a touchdown.
I think what you said earlier is that they're just getting Danvers' defense is just getting worn out. A lot of their guys play two ways. And I think they've broken the will here now.
Yep. 5:36 to go. Third quarter. That's the
Yep. There's a replay. Yep. It's
Cronin.
great pass too.
Cronin and Robertson. And fine goal to kick. Uh-oh.
I think he missed it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he hooked it.
Yep.
A rare miss.
Kick fails.
I mean, plenty of leg. He just hooked it.
27-0. It's 5:36 to go in the third quarter. And, you know, looking at this drive, a big penalty on the first play.
Right. Yep.
An incompletion, a sack, and a loss
Yeah.
of yardage. Then they had a couple of big plays. Cronin.
Yeah. The big play was the third and 28 or
26-yard
whatever. Yeah.
gain on a third, and it must have been 22.
Yeah. That
no,
was
it was 24. I mean,
that was obviously the big play of the drive, and then they hit Cronin. Then he had that big run where he just bounced off people or
Sliced
slipped
through them.
and then he catches two more passes.
.61 yards.
You said something about this, I think at our last broadcast, but maybe it's because they wear the same number. He looks so much like his brother.
61 yards in 9 plays. Taken at about the 5-yard line, up the middle and upended. That was Colin Kelter, number 3. And Danvers will start at the 25-yard line. They just have no solution for Marblehead's multiple attack offense.
Right, because you can't key on any one guy. I mean, how many different receivers have caught passes tonight?
It's funny though. They do that, and then they come back to their stable runner, receivers and runners, Cronin and Percy.
Right.
And of course, Robertson is having a stellar game.
Except for that interception, it's been almost error-free.
Handoff.
Yeah.
And tiptoeing towards the left tackle.
Now we're just seeing
Was
Marblehead's quickness take over.
Gasanowski.
These,
Loss of a yard.
he's been really impressive tonight. Is this number 55, Pacheco.
Yes.
He's been seems
Right
like
from the get-go, he's
been all over the field. He's
Yep.
brought a lot of energy. He's been in the backfield.
Christian Pacheco, sophomore,
Yeah.
number 55. We'll hear his name. He's playing right in the middle of the defensive. No, that's 59. He's a linebacker in the middle. Good sized guy.
Yeah.
And he's in on the tackle on that play as well. Gasanowski, the ball carrier. The elder. Gain of a few. Maybe 5 on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 6 at the 30-yard line.
And again, the 2 cornerbacks have been spectacular tonight too. Andy Palmer and Galante, James Galante.
Yeah, James Galante's had a very good game. Here comes the pass.
Good tackle.
Very slow to get the ball there, and when you leave someone hanging outside there, nice tackle there made by
McElroy.
yeah. When you leave a guy out there, and it takes a long time to get you got to fire it to him. Give him a chance.
But they don't have that kind of arm. I mean, let's see if they can get the punt block here.
High snap. And a very high kick is a little deeper than before.
8 guys.
Galante,
This is a good kick, yeah.
again, a good decision by Galante.
Well, they sent 8, and they had only 2 blockers back there, so unless it was a line drive, he was going to fair catch that.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Magicians with 3:18 to go in the 3rd quarter and leading at 27-0. And at the 36-yard line, two receivers each side, Mikulowski and
They're hosing us on the downs over there. All right, now they got it. It's 2nd down.
nuts and bolts. Pass to the outside. Keogh has it, picks up a couple.
See, now, the play didn't really gain a lot of yardage, but that sort of goes into what you were talking about. You saw how much quicker Robertson gets rid of the ball than the Danvers quarterback did.
Yeah, and gave him a chance.
Yeah.
Whereas the other one was a gain of maybe 1.
As soon as it left his hand, McElroy was able to read it and just make an easy tackle.
Pick up about, they give him about 3, short 3. Quick pass to the outside. Cronin shakes a tackle, shakes another tackle, gets the first down.
Very nice. Again, we see Cronin not going down on the first contact.
Now they're marking it about a half a yard short. A gain of 6. 3rd down and less than a yard at the 40, just across the 45.
Quarterback draw.
Yeah, it was a questionable spot. But 2:05, clock rolling, 3rd and less than a yard. Robertson keeper. Picks up across the 50, about 5 yards on the play.
It's like I'm calling the plays, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah. Did you say that?
I did say quarterback draw. I'm glad you were paying attention.
I was writing.
You should be hanging on every word that comes out of my mouth here.
I generally do. it just gets so tense sometimes. So Cronin comes to the near side in the slot. Mikulowski, I think. Cronin comes back, gets the pass, steps inside a blocker, and picks up about 5 on the play. Nice move by Cronin. Didn't look like much, but the move by Cronin and the advancement down the field gives them 5 yards on that play. It's at the 45-yard line. And even though they're passing the ball, they're not throwing incompletions, and they're moving it. You might say matriculating it.
I've said
There's
that.
a long pass down to Duty. Duty's got it! Stays on his feet. He's inside the 5. What a catch by James Duty.
And a good throw, too, right there. This is just a fly pattern down the right-hand side. And you rely on Duty to beat his man. He's got a step and a half on him.
It didn't look like it at first.
No, he got a little bit of separation.
I got to believe Mikulowski clapping for the ball on the sideline was part of the play.
And the success of those bubble screens, that sets up that type of play.
First and goal at the 4. Into the end zone. Eddie Johns.
Eddie Johns, second touchdown tonight. One
Junior?
passing, one receiving, one rushing. So with this probable win tonight, we can pretty much assure that Marblehead will get the top seed in Division III in the playoffs.
Explain how the playoffs work now,
So
because it seems to change all the time, but this year
it's changed dramatically this year. So everybody is in. There are no more divisions anymore. There's no North, East, South, West. Everybody's by enrollment, Division I through Division VIII. It's enrollment, except the private schools get a multiplier and all this other stuff. But top 16 teams in each division make the playoffs, and it's by a ratings point system that is about as complicated and would take about 3 days to explain, and after it, everybody would have an ice cream headache. But because Marblehead at the beginning of the year played teams in Division I, Division II, they got more opponent points, and because they're undefeated, they get their own value, so they're at the top of Division III. And if the playoffs had started tonight, they would play the number 16 seed, which would be Wakefield, and then you play 3 weeks of elimination games, and then you end up in the Super Bowl against the survivor of the other bracket. So the good thing for Marblehead is we'll work around the kickoff here.
taking it at the 3-yard line and heading straight up the field, and getting about to the 17-yard line before being pushed back under a sea of black jerseys.
So the good thing about locking up the top seed is if you're going to want to get to Gillette Stadium, you're going to have to win here in Marblehead. Marblehead would play 3 home games. They're far and away have the highest rating in Division III. I think they have the second highest rating in the state. But that's the bottom line, is somebody's going to have to come here and beat Marblehead in Marblehead to get to Gillette Stadium.
23.6 to go in the third quarter. The ball was returned by Brady Plaza. It's at the 18-yard line. An offense that's not designed to come back from 34 down.
And when's the last time they got a first down? First quarter, maybe? Whatever adjustments Marblehead's defense made, and then after the first quarter, that's been as important as anything they've done offensively, because it's just been, I mean, they had those 2 drives in the first quarter and really have had nothing since.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Marblehead 34, Danvers nothing. We'd like to thank the National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. Fourth quarter coming up next, and player of the game afterwards. And welcome back. Fourth quarter, just about to get underway. 34-0, Marblehead in control. It started out as a very competitive first quarter, scoreless first quarter.
Yeah, Danvers did what they wanted to do, shorten the game, control the clock. They couldn't score, which was, as it turns out, is critical. And once Marblehead was able to get Marblehead was able to get its offense rolling.
No stopping the Magicians
here we
tonight.
are. Yep.
Yeah, 34-0, and I think Josh Robertson has just played a great game tonight at quarterback. He's really controlled things. He's got three. He's got
two rushing touchdowns at least. The passing
three or four touchdown passes. Yeah, he's just had a terrific game. Yeah, 5-yard touchdown. Ball's on the ground, and it looks like Danvers covered. Just an outstanding game by the senior, 3-year starter, Josh Robertson. What do you think about next year for Robertson?
I think he won't be here anymore. I don't know. You know, it's funny. I was thinking about that earlier. It's you know, he doesn't have the size to play
Major college.
Certainly not. He's got the arm and he's got the smarts and he's got the speed.
Might be good Division II. Might be good Ivy.
There's what I found is there's a huge difference between Division III and Division II.
Yeah.
And I don't know where he is academically.
Nice cut back and then good tackling. Cronin in there on the tackle, taking down Colin Kelter. So it's a 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. It's a long pass down the field, and Galante made the perfect move, but just a fraction of a second late. He didn't spin around quick enough and wasn't quite there to make the catch. He got his hands on it, but it was a little bit in front of him.
Yeah, and look at Gasanowski almost comes up with it after the tip. I mean, the coverage is right there.
Ends up being an incompletion, and 2nd down and 10 at the 29-yard line. They picked up a yard on the play.
For two cornerbacks who are just going up against bigger receivers, they've played
very well.
It's been almost a lockdown. I mean, nothing deep.
Ball carried that time by Dominic Baez, number 15.
I think we're in running time now, Chris.
Yes. Pickup of about 5 on the play. At the 34-yard line. Is it 28-0 after the first quarter or third quarter? Something like that.
I could tell you, I could guess, but that's all it would be.
Well, go ahead. It's the 4th quarter.
I think we might see. We're starting to see some other players. Hopefully, some seniors will get in tonight. I'm sure Coach Rodolph has planned for that. Even though, as we said, we will have a home game next week.
Ball loose? No.
No. You know who's been all over the field tonight? Also, is Scott Campbell, the linebacker. Number 52.
Yeah.
He's
see him right there, 52.
Yep. And that number 52 number comes with a lot of responsibility. And
Hey, we're going to get a penalty.
They do get extra players off the field in time. Low snap, handled well. Short kick, angling toward the sideline, gets a good
even
bounce
better
for
bounce.
Danvers. Marblehead will take over at the 26-yard line after the punt.
The punter did a nice job of when the snap was low of not putting his knee down, because you've seen that happen a couple of times.
Yes.
The punter will go to field it like a ground ball, and he'll put his knee down, and that kills the play.
Didn't do it.
Yeah.
High punt, but not very
Oh, he
deep.
got
But then the great bounce.
Yeah,
Let's
he got
see.
the good roll.
Bounces at about the 42 and rolls all the way down to the 26-yard line. That's where the Magicians take over, 1st and 10, leading at 34-0 with 7 minutes and 37 seconds and the clock rolling.
And we see Miles O'Neill at quarterback.
That's good. Number 12.
Yes.
Miles O'Neill is a sophomore. Got a lot of work in the pregame warm-ups.
Ride your face.
I remember seeing him in the North Andover game and being extremely impressed.
Galante was the ball carrier. Pickup of about 3, maybe. And it's at the 29-yard line or 28? 29-yard line. Running time, as Gordon pointed out a little bit earlier.
Has Marblehead had a shutout this year?
Yes.
They did?
Yes, they did.
Against whom?
Hold on a second. Oh,
I know you'd have it.
I do have it. They shut out Concord Carlisle,
Okay.
28-0.
All right. I hope I didn't jinx it.
3rd down, and they're saying 7, but it's more like about 8.5. Long bomb, and
Yeah, you're not going to get that call.
not with the 34.
Folks,
point
you're not
lead.
going to get that call. It's a nice throw, though, wasn't it?
It was, well, it was a strong throw.
Yeah. Somebody, when you see receivers like that, too close together like that, it usually means one of them ran the wrong route. But
It brings more defenders than necessary. Pass was intended out there from McElroy. Clock continues to roll now, even after the incompletion. 4th down, punting situation.
now watch this long snap compared to the Danvers long snap.
Nice, tight,
And
low.
easy.
Punt, maybe they'll get a good bounce. Almost went. Yes, it did get past him. And right there to slow him up.
And easy. The long snapper's the first one down there again.
Drew Anisi, senior, having a really good year.
It's such a skill, and to be able to do that, and when it's done well, it's like I remember a few years ago, Liam Gillis was really remember him in youth football, and he said he had gone to camp, and it wasn't Liam Gillis, it was Aiden Gillis, sorry,
Yep.
his younger brother, and he had gone to football camp, and they taught him how to long snap, and it comes back like a line drive, right?
Yes.
It's just a skill that you master and you do it really well.
1st and 10 for the Falcons at the 35-yard line. 4:30 to go in the football game. Marblehead in control.
Oh,
Here comes
the double handoff, Chris.
Gasanowski. I like that. Gasanowski breaks the tackle and heads down the sideline for a big gain. He finally pushed out of bounds over there by,
That's the biggest gainer of the night, isn't it?
I think so.
The vaunted wing T double handoff.
Andy Palmer was the one that ran about it, number 6, I think.
We're
Let's see.
taking Fitzgerald's coming off the field now, so we're getting some different guys in there. Good for them.
Owen Gasanowski is a big sophomore. 21 made the play. 6 was there, Elliot Plus. So 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. It always looks like the quarterback is doing something wrong when the left-hander drops back,
Well, he's wrong by being left-handed, isn't he?
by definition.
Yeah. And let's tell everybody that I am left-handed, so this is
Oh, what, full disclosure?
yeah, yeah.
It's an MHTV rule, I think, isn't
Right.
it?
Yeah, we have to have at least one left-handed person on here.
Oh, no. Steve's too?
Steve is left-handed too.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
I knew. See,
Well,
there's
he's
two
doing
kinds
a
of
great job.
there's two kinds of people in the world. There's the double handoff again. I love it.
A trap up the middle. And not quite a first down. At the 25-yard line, and they mark it back at the 26.
Wonder if they've got a cross buck in their playbook.
I love that.
That's a great play.
Handoff, and yeah,
Yep.
they did trap.
See?
Good run by Kelter.
Yeah, so
Third-
getting back to that, there's two kinds of people in the world, right-handed and perfect.
Wow.
See?
Wow. Sounds like a lefty said that.
Yeah. I just did.
Handoff to the near side. Again, they're just trying to run their plays, but they're not trying to get back into the game. Obviously, it's too late for that now, especially with the clock on running time. I think what do you think about that rule?
I'm fine with it. I really am. The competitive phase of the game is over. There's no way, even with the stop clock, Danvers isn't coming back. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I agree. When it gets, not because I don't want to hurt. I don't want hurt feelings on the other.
No.
I want to minimize injury.
Exactly. I think if it does that, if that's the main purpose of it, that's fine. It's I think with the hurt feelings thing, I think that's something that's been discussed, and I think that was, and I don't get it. I mean, one of the things about competitive sports is you learn to cope with losing, and you be a good loser and a gracious winner.
I've been a good loser most of
Yeah, me too. I got more L's on my my ledger than W's.
Here comes the play, and spun down and dropped.
Is that?
That's Travis Wassine.
Is it Campbell again with the sack? Nope. Yeah,
Yes.
Campbell's
He
had
got-
a whale of a game.
Yeah, he made this. The first person slowed him up, but Campbell twisted him to the ground. Inside of, let's see, inside of 40 seconds right now. Looking for the end zone, throws it high and deep,
that's-
and there may be a flat. Yeah, I could see that one coming.
Is that catchable?
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I know. The clock's still running though, so by the time they step this off and do all the histrionics, they might not be able to get another playoff. Unless they call timeout, and the referee hasn't picked up his flag yet.
So 5. It's crazy.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's it. The end of the ball game, and he didn't catch it.
No, well, he didn't catch it anyway. I don't think they got it off.
And that's the game with the final score: Marblehead 34, Danvers nothing. 7th straight victory this season. 15th in a row.
15?
14th?
14th or 15th?
14
What
or
did I write
15 in a
down?
row.
15, yeah. Longest winning streak in the state.
That's right. And
#1 seed in the Division III playoffs. Shutout. We got to pick a player of the game.
now it's time for our player of the game, the Marblehead Sports. I think we're in agreement. Josh Robertson
Yes,
today.
absolutely.
Josh Robertson, a quarterback, Marblehead senior, very experienced. He just had an outstanding game. 2 running touchdowns and just great passing, great decision making. He really showed his experience as a 3-year starter at quarterback for Marblehead. So congratulations to Josh from the Marblehead Sports Shop and MHTV. We'd like to thank the Marblehead Sports Shop for being our community partner and bringing you Player of the Game Award. And we'd like to thank the National Grand Bank for being our community partner and bringing you MHS Sports and MHTV. And thanks to our MHT Sports crew for helping with coverage today. Director and streaming coordinator Steve Clay, graphics Ryan Clay, camera John Caswell, production assistants Jeff Burton, and once again the final score: Marblehead 34, Danvers nothing. Danvers drops to 3 and 5,
Yep.
and Marblehead moves to 7 and 0. For my announcing partner Gordon Vincent, and all of us here at MHTV, I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.